Last year, I think they beat us.
Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls
Last
of
year was
Kennesaw
an off
State, where these
season for
fans have
us.
been eagerly anticipating this one all week. And the Hilltoppers will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will have the first possession of the game. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field, and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention. But this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell guy for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
Well, we got a
He
first
needs
down
to fall to
anyway.
the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard
We're
line.
gonna give our
Got 6 on first down.
running
Now
it
a lot of
back.
options on 2nd and 4. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Hilltoppers in the hurry-up. Off-play action. And that pass will be
Good
jarred
defense.
loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can
There's no
move the
way they're
chains
running
after that
that.
incompletion. Looking to throw. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
So they got a bad kicker,
That choose not to run, throw the football.
or is it the
A lot of
fact?
that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They'll give it to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to the run. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Tackle is made after the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 3rd and short now from
All
their own
right,
48.
let's do that.
From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that
Ow!
pass intercepted.
No!
Trying to take
How
it
do you
back.
throw an interception
And a big
like that?
return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Running back searching for a hole. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Still running at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's good. And with that, they break the seal on
Well, we're losing, but at least we're
So
holding
they were able to
the
put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays.
Nice.
Isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 35.
fair.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
With jet sweep pass. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Slams it ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown,
Whoa, we're winning.
Kennesaw State. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
For now.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella.
Good
They
defense.
make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Hilltoppers will hustle to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Good defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Hilltoppers have their offense in high gear. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Cano. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The offense in hurry and low. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Now the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. And the Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one up.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Right back to him on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
And he strides his way into the end zone. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And
that's a good tackle.
To start us on the next drive. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps his drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's looking to throw it. The sure hands, it's Proctor.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing.
He's got it at the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons in every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away.
We're choking.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers.
That was a hard tackle.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Fires one high and deep. Got it.
Really?
Touchdown, Hilltopper.
How?
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that moment.
Oh, they block it. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive.
We gotta score.
And the finisher coming
Somehow.
on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and
Oh,
make a
okay,
play, David, to get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. He wants to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Looking down the left side. Had it in his hands and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And
he'll off one deep down the left side. It's incomplete.
Oh, we keep dropping it.
And couldn't quite connect.
We're not going to win this like
State
this.
ready to kick it off to start things here in the 2nd half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and no place to be tackled. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, man. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Good
He's
defense.
dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Lofts one high and deep. And they
I thought that was going to be interception.
Dealing with 4th down.
Nice job in
Yeah,
coverage
pick
there.
that
Offense trying
off.
to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He lobs one high down the left side.
Damn!
Now DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass.
And man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
I'm getting
That pass
pissed.
is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't.
I just don't understand why we're losing.
They line up, and it is a
There you go.
long way to the sticks from here.
Oh!
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your
I don't understand.
Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
I don't understand.
Here comes the Western
Someone
Kentucky
explain
offense
this
back onto
shit
the
to
field.
me.
Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Yeah.
He'll try it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. On the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game.
Not losing.
Has had no problem moving the ball.
Not like
they'll run it to the right side.
good defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Maybe we can stop the run.
The give from the gun. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. The Hilltoppers are in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll try to do it himself.
Good.
That job to get down in the nick of time.
I want to see our quarterback stats. And I just don't understand that. Everyone is dropping passes. That's our problem this year.
And the Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They'll finally put
that's fair.
A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Ooh, the defense so lucky that was not a touchdown. The offense saw an opportunity to take a chance and take a shot. They executed that play beautifully.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Owls! And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front.
Oh, I see it. Too. Oh, well. We'll win.
Yeah,
For now.
Easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan.
I just don't understand why we were struggling all game.
Trying to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everything.
The Hilltoppers come to the line in the hurry-up. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down and the tight end's a terrific place to go. And he
Good
can't escape
defense.
and down he goes.
Play action
Good.
pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell his defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback extends the play. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Here they come on second down, trying to put this game away. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Coming up on second down as they try to hold this lead. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. To the ground to try to pick up the first.
Okay, no, man.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together, back to back to back. And they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning. A one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They wrestle it to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Right back to the well. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And
it's
now
all right.
on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
Like, dang, man, this is a tight game. It shouldn't be a tight game.
They'll immediately call timeout. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Michigan is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Big House, but the Maize and Blue have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 8 over Oregon. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Oh, it's an
Oh, now
8-point
about that, I
game.
know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's going up top here late in the game. And the ball is intercepted. And stampeding through the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The quarterback takes the snap and takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence?